Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Backed up second and long at the 17. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. At the 10. Touchdown, Houston. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only did they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, drops back. Pressure is coming. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
They're trying to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
They're going to run it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Houston has moved into the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quick throw to the left side. Touchdown, Houston. Strong game by this quarterback. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies and provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. East Carolina's offense has back out onto the field now. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator... have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
second down now after the sack. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. The shotgun handoff here. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk, and if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air. It's Lagway. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Houston.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Going after, not quite through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Robinson. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down, we're going to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Using his legs, it's Montgomery.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Looking to chuck it again. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid game, though, in the completion.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And they're able to get him down.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And the quarterback dropping back. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'll surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
To throw, it's Lagway. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and effective.
Here comes the punter onto the field. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. The back's got it on the pitch. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down that time. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he'll be brought down.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Third and goal. Try to make it on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
P.A.T. is good. They still trail by 4, 21-17. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch is made right on the 5. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. And will head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And the pass is incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. It's an important first down on that running play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Defense is coming after him. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Pirates will kick this away to begin the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Houston's offense heads back out into the field now. We get the second half started with the running play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. And he drops back in the gun. That's caught. It's Young. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Can he make it to the marker? And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Young. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point makes the lead 11, 28-17. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
2nd and long now at the 17. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Pirates. And the comeback is on. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
See if they can convert the point after. P.A.T. is good as still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moving right down the field for a touchdown. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He saw them at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Lagway. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Who makes the grab? Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. Touchdown, Pirates. That puts them on top in the second half.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
P.A.T. puts him up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws it to the right. And he's got his man open downfield. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Fires it to the wideout. There's a wide-open receiver complete. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards. You keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on 3rd and goal.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Well, this defense is holding on for dear life. They stop him just short of the goal line, and now we've got a 4th and goal. Late in the game, offense against defense. Can the defense step up one more time, get a stop, and hold on to a victory?
They'll try the option play here. And he stopped short. Huge play by the defense on 4th down. They will take over, protecting this lead.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass not complete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And looking to throw now on first down. He's looking deep here. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
The game makes it second and medium. Handoff in a single back formation. The Pirates pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now on the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Finding space at the 20.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Pirates. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Its offense heads back onto the field now. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.